Hi guys, we're back for our video, our midday pop-in to be exact. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys for joining. We've got some videos that we've got, some topics rather that we have to get through. I hope you guys are ready for that. Maybe we got some stuff to talk about. Ooh, let me get my stuff set up here. Yes, honey. Thank y'all for coming in. Everything said in this video is alleged in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay, let's get into the show, shall we? All right, get my stuff put up here. All right, let's get started. Hi. Hey guys. Hey. Thank y'all for coming. I see Coco Mo. Thanks for being here. 504, Grandma 504, wow and out. Hey, Felicia is here. Erica Rogers is here. Essence Tender One. Kelly is here. Hey. Tam C, Cassandra D, Sister Soldier. Hey, all right. Happy belated birthday again to Sister Soldier. I hope you had a great one. Let's go ahead and get into the show. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Hey, Brown Eyes. Hey. All right, let's jump on in. Y'all know we don't like to wait. Miss Pruitt, I see you coming in. Hey. All right, let's jump on in. I don't like to wait. Y'all know that. So let's get started. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and share with you guys. Okay. All right. Kingston pastor is accused of R-wording and kidnapping as well as pointing a pow at a woman, you guys. What's wrong with these pastors? These damn pastors are doing the absolute most. Like we were talking about T.D. Jakes this morning, which led us over there to talk about Eddie Sloan. Now we're talking about this pastor here. All right, let's get into it. It says that not another pastor making headlines for everything but the word of God, honey. Said that a Kingston, North Carolina pastor is now behind bars with no bond and, of course, no blessings after police say he actually violated a woman and pointed a pow at her, child. Now, according to police, says the 41-year-old Elijah Rouse, the so-called shepherd of Destiny Impact Church Ministries, was arrested Tuesday night and charged with first-degree forcible RAPE and kidnapping after a violent and terrifying encounter with a woman on Monday, July 7th, which was in 2025. Now it says that the allegations, of course, are not holy. It said that court documents say that the man of God, alleged man of God, honey, showed his true colors when he allegedly RAPE'd and sexually assaulted a woman, then escalated the nightmare by pointing a black pow at her to keep her from leaving. Child. Now it says that Rouse is currently held in the Pitt County Jail with no bond, and church folk might want to start looking for a new leader who ain't preaching with one hand and violating with the other. Ooh, girl. Now it says that it's unclear whether Rouse will be able to keep his job as a supervisor with Kingston Parks and Recreation Department. He should not, because listen, if you're doing that to women, what's to say that a woman is not out there without someone else and you see her and you pull her in like a park bathroom and do something crazy? Like, I wouldn't put it past him. He don't need to be. He is a danger. He is a danger to society. Fuck all that with the pastor in front of his name. Right? Forget that. I don't trust nobody like that. I just saw the other day, and while we're speaking of parks, let me go ahead and say this. I was reading the other day about a young boy who was in a park, a neighborhood park. He went into the bathroom of the park and he saw a young girl and he was motioning her to go into the ladies' bathroom to get some tissue to bring it to him because there was no tissue in the men's bathroom. So as the young girl was walking to the men's bathroom, you guys may have read this somewhere. As the young girl, I think she was like 10, she was walking towards the ladies' bathroom to go and get tissue to give it to him. He snatched her into the men's bathroom and began to sexually violate her. She was screaming and someone heard it and barged in there, and a bunch of guys in the park, he started running, of course. Once somebody busted in, he pushed past him and took off running. Well, they chased him down and they held him down until police got there. So he was arrested and charged with sexual misconduct to a minor. Okay, so thank God for this. So watch your kids, if you guys, because I know it's hot. A lot of the kids want to go out and play in the parks. Different parks have these public bathrooms. So you guys watch your kids. Go with them to the bathroom. Don't just send them to the bathroom, but go with them because it's men, boys, and girls. Okay. If you got to go in there with them, stand outside, stand near the bath, whatever the case may be. Watch, because there are people hiding in the bathrooms. Like this guy will pull this girl in the bathroom and assaulted her. So please watch your kids. Please watch your kids. All right. We cannot stress it enough. They got to go out and play. But when they do that, make sure, because there are some pedos and sick individuals that are sitting up waiting to do something to not just kids, but adults too. So watch yourself. Be very careful. Take some mace with you if you're going to the park, because you just never know, honey. All right. That mace will slow them down just a little bit if it don't stop them. So watch. All right. Let's get into our next topic. So yeah, that's oof, child. I hate stuff like that. All right, let's get into these folk here, child, because I'm sick of them. But we got to talk about it because it's content, child. It's content. Because this is going to lead me into my next topic. All right. Love Marriage Huntsville. A lot of you are not watching, and that's wonderful. They released these pictures, and some of these pictures gives kind of, I don't know, something is off in some of these pictures, and you guys can put it in the comments as I scroll along. All right. Reality TV, entertainment TV. Thanks for the pictures. All right, let's get into it. So we're gonna go through these pictures, and y'all can tell me what's missing. Martell looks miserable. It's all in his face. He don't look happy. If you guys go and look at old pictures when he was with Melody, I'm not saying he got to be with Melody to be happy, but I'm saying when he was with Melody, I feel like that was his happier times. All right. It's in his face. Anytime he takes a picture now, it's just like it's in his face that he's so miserable. And like, he's just really like forcing himself to try to look normal in said pictures. He don't look happy. He does not look happy. Like, it's really in his face. So yeah, Martell. And I don't know where he going with these damn orthopedic shoes. At least he got some new ones. At least he got some new shoes, because baby, he was wearing them black patent leather ones for a very long time. So all right, so let's get into this. I already said I do not like all this hair on Nell. Like, baby, no. Nell, I need you to get a stylist, baby. All right. You and Chris, y'all allegedly got a lot of money over there. I need you to invest in getting you a stylist, so you ain't got to be walking around here looking like the Cowardly Lion off the Wizard of Oz. Okay. I bet you put one hand behind my back. That's what it's giving, girl. All right, that's what's giving. Cowardly Lion. Girl, I'm gonna need you to cut some of that out. Take some of them bundles. That's too many bundles. Okay, like, damn, you got a whole aisle of bundles just in the front alone. That's a lot of hair. But okay. Destiny. I don't know, this damn ponytail. I don't know, sis. It's giving no. I know you want to put a little highlights in there, but I don't know, baby. Okay, your makeup on your face look all right, but that ponytail is giving no. And this shit here on the side, them T-bars, side bangs, no, I ain't feeling it. Okay. These two fake asses right here. All right, Maurice. We got to talk about him in a few minutes. Because I heard something about Maurice and another Love Marriage Huntsville cast member. All right, so we got to talk about it. So he and Kimmy, y'all know he and Kimmy had to move because their house went into foreclosure. They did a short sale on their home before it went into foreclosure. Let me just correct that. So they do not stay at the same house that they were staying in. So for those of you that's going to be watching the show, you'll see that they're not living in the same house when they filmed this season. They had to move because Kimmy had to short sale her home because of financial difficulties. Okay, y'all know Maurice is getting in all that trouble, legal fees and all that shit. So, and I already covered that on my show. These two right here, I don't know, child. Marceau be looking like, just hurry up and take the picture so I can go back to my house and Tisha can go back to hers. Because we've heard of these two have been separated quite some time. They're alluding to the fact that it may have been some type of separation in the upcoming season. So I'm not sure what the hell is going on. I know their storyline is supposed to revolve around them seeking marital counseling, therapy, or whatever. Marceau never looks like he's happy when he's with Tisha. She looks like she's more in love with him than he is with her. He always looks like he's just ready to take the picture and get the hell on. All right, these two right here is giving hell no. Right here looks like they're trying too much, okay? It gives it they're trying a little too much, but these are supposed to be their promo pictures for the new season, child. It is what it is. Moving right along. All right, while we're talking about, let me go back to the person that I'm about to be talking about. Okay, so let's get into that. All right. So, as you guys can see, y'all know who this person is on my screen. That would be none other than Destiny. All right. So let's get an update on Destiny. This is something you guys may not know. It's been brought to my attention that Destiny and her life coach, therapist, rather, whatever y'all want to call her, Dion. Y'all know Dion. Destiny and Dion have had a huge falling out, child, where they are no longer friends. All right. And the rumor has it that that they had some type of fallout in their relationship, friendship rather. If you guys remember when Destiny first introduced everybody to Dion, she was talking about how they've been friends, how they go way back, how that's like her sister girl. She can call her anytime she's going through something. That's her friend. That's her friend to the end. Well, whatever happened between the two of them, I'm not sure. But I do know that Destiny has started scrubbing her page from all of her mental Mondays with she and Dion. Okay, so I don't know what the disagreement is or what led to the disagreement, but Destiny, you are the same person that says that somebody like Melody could not keep friends. So it's given that you are running through your friends as well, because last season you were real cool with Nell. This season, not so much. You're not cool with Melody either. So it's given that you can't keep no friends either. And of course, with Dion, this person who you say was your therapist, you trust her with your life, with your information, with everything about you, and now you guys are not even on speaking terms, and you done ran over there and start scrubbing your page. That sounded a little sus, right? All right. Also, I'm hearing, and that was also brought to my attention, that there was some type of situationship, we'll call it that, between Destiny and Maurice from the show. Okay, and it's given that someone has some receipts that the two of them may have had an interaction that they shouldn't have had. I don't know if Kimmy knows about, or maybe had something to do with or participated in, because we have heard that maybe some swinger situations may be going on. All right, we did see some woman hanging on Maurice in some pictures that I shared with you guys a while back. I do remember on Love and Marriage Huntsville, whenever Kim and Maurice was talking about getting married, that Destiny made like a little jokey joke saying that she was going to come along with them and maybe have a three-way action, and Kimmy laughed it off, and Maurice sounded like he was down for it. So now there are rumors circulating that Destiny and Maurice may have had some type of situationship or encounter. All right. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they're not going to talk about that shit on the show, but that's what's circulating around the YouTube streets. Okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and show you guys this with Destiny, honey. So y'all don't think we over here capping, because we don't like to make shit up. We really don't like to do that. I don't know what the hell happened between her and Dion, but she and Dion are not cool anymore. So with the exception of one video, she's doing all these big D conversations now, it looks like. All right, this is Destiny's page. Okay, I gotta call you back, baby. All right, so as you guys can see, this is Destiny's page, the Destiny Payton. As you guys can see, the only thing she has up here is just like some big D combos, and down here you see she only has this one Mental Monday, the episode 2. So she started scrubbing. As you guys can see, she don't have any more up there. The only thing that she has is like different interviews where she sat down. Y'all see the one with DJ Richie Sky that streamed over a year ago. Big D conversation with somebody else. But if you scroll down, you only see one. But she's gone and scrubbed her page, you guys. She's taken down her Mental Monday. You know, that's all she had up. Every Monday was another Mental Monday. But she's taking them down, and all you guys can see is the episode 2 for her Mental Mondays with Dion. So she has disconnected from Dion, okay? All you see there is the Unbreakable. So she's gone through and taken down her Mental Mondays with Dion, with the exception of one. All right. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Okay. So I don't know what happened between them, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But there may not be any more Mental Mondays, at least not with Dion. I feel like that was some free therapy she was getting because that was her friend, and I don't think she has the money to be going and getting real therapy, because that's going to cost you a little change to sit down and for an hour talk about what you're going through. And you're really going to need one after November, because LeBeric is asking that you get some more jail time if you don't pay that $20,000 that you owe him. All right, because that's their next court date. But so that is what's going on with that. Okay, let's move on. What y'all think about that, child? In other news, Shamar, y'all know who Shamar is. Shamar, Bent Body Shamar. Shamar is brought to my attention as well. Shamar was arrested, you guys, most recently for driving on the wrong side of the road in DeKalb County, Georgia. They said the DeKalb County police pulled him over, and they did arrest him for driving on the wrong side of the road. Not sure who the fuck let him drive their car, or any car for that matter. Why his ass was bent like a damn soda can, driving around on the wrong side of the road. He could have unalived someone, but it's been brought to my attention that he was arrested in DeKalb County, Georgia. All right, let's continue. Ciao. There's so much going on, ain't it? Okay, so let's get into the Shanquilla news. Let's get into this Shanquilla news. Y'all welcome to go pull up your wrist, okay? All right, let's continue if you care enough. I'm just bringing you the news that I know you can use. All right, why did I do that? Let's go back. All right. Federal judge dismisses some claims in the Shanquella Robinson case made against FBI and State Department. Okay, let's get into that. Shanquella Robinson, which is Shanquilla's mother, was seeking $100 million in damages in connection with her daughter's unaliving while on the trip in Cabo in 2022. That is Shanquilla. You guys know that it's her. Okay. Shout out to WCNC Charlotte. All right, so a federal judge dismissed some claims made by the family of Shanquella Robinson against the Federal Bureau of Investigations and State Department. Court records show Shanquella Robinson, which is Shanquilla's mother, was suing for $100 million in damages in connection with her daughter's death while on a trip to Cabo in 2022. Now, court filings show that Judge Max Cogburn agreed with all 5 of the government's arguments to dismiss the suit. All right. Now it says the Sue Ann Robinson, which is their attorney, the family's attorney, who has no relationship to the family, said that the dismissal of the certain claims were expected based on a hearing. She said that part of the purpose of the claims was to have government officials explain to the court why they haven't provided a clear reason to the family on the case halting. Now, the lawsuit named the FBI, the U.S. Department of State, and 6 of Shanquilla's travel companions, which we know as the Cabo 6, widely referred to as Cabo 6, like I just said. The suit was seeking $100 million in damages and accused the federal agencies of negligence in their handling of the investigation into her daughter's unaliving. Now, no arrests have been made in the case, as we all know. They are trying to get Dejanay, aka Imani Green. They're trying to get charges on her, but they keep going and filing motions in order to keep pushing this out. I feel like, and I said it the other day, I think that they're thinking that the more time to go by, that this case just goes cold, but not when it relates to someone being unalived. All right. There is no time limit on them finding out and or arresting someone for the death of another person. Okay. Yeah, it's just not. It's just not. I don't care if it's 50 years from now. If they find evidence that you had something to do with it, they're coming for you. All right. So Sue Ann Robinson also argued that the 6 people who were present when the assault occurred are all located in the United States and should be required to testify here. It said that she emphasizes that the conspiracy and cover-up into Shanquilla's death also happened here in the U.S. and did. Y'all know they all flew back to the U.S. and made up a lie that she had alcohol poisoning and other lies as related to this case. Now, the convenient form would be that all 6 individuals would be present in the room when the crime occurred for them to be heard and give their testimony and have their day in court, according to Sue Ann Robinson. Now, she said that the claims against the 6 are still pending, so they're still looking for charges against them. It takes time. I know a lot of people are getting very restless. They're saying, damn, this happened back in 2022. Why ain't nothing happening? It takes time. Keep in mind, this did happen in Mexico. They're still going through the extradition process. From what I've been reading up, Mexico, they're really focused on most of the cases that are there, being that the person who is unalived is from the U.S. So it's a lot of paperwork that's involved in terms of reaching out to the U.S. And you got to have somebody on the case that's going to stay on it like that. Y'all know that Ben Crump is also working with Shanquilla's family in order to get this case solved, in addition to all the other million cases that he has as well. So I don't feel like this case is getting a very clear look, and I don't think that they're pressing as hard as they need to in order to get some charges filed against the Cabo 6. I really don't. I think that people need to focus a little bit more on this case and or getting charges placed on the Cabo 6, because they feel like they got away with this. Now, the family is continuing their quest for justice for Shanquilla, and it says that we will continue to stand by them, according to Sue Ann Robinson, the family attorney. Now, it said that Shanquilla's Robinson case background details, as we already know, Shanquella Robinson, a 25-year-old Charlotte woman, died in October of 22 while vacationing in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, with 6 acquaintances now known as the Cabo 6, said that her death certificate cited a severe spinal cord injury and broken neck that came from being attacked on the video that everyone has now seen that went viral. Now, the case gained national attention after a video allegedly showing Robinson being attacked went viral on social media. That was through Dejanay, aka Amani Green. They said on the video, they said that the video had gone viral. The whole world, and they did, saw the video, and there still has been no arrest since October 29th. They said, what kind of system is this? According to Shanquilla's mother, that is what she's asking. They've been begging and pleading that something happens here, and that is what they're doing. So that is the that is the update on this case. So they're asking, the family is asking for $100 million in damages in connection with their daughter's death that happened in Cabo, okay, in 2022. So that's the update on that. I really hope that they, speed this up and we can figure out what's going on in this. All right. As related to what's going on in the case with the 17-year-old missing kid who has now been found, his mother has since been arrested. I keep telling y'all that this is some street shit and we get ready to get into it. I've been pulling some stuff, reading up to get better clarification on what the hell is going on. You guys know they've already arrested the uncle, and now they have arrested the birth mother of the 7-year-old boy by the name of Jamal White, who was kidnapped at Pow Point outside of his home in Milwaukee on July the 8th. That was this week, okay? So let's go ahead and read up on what this has to say. According to what is on site, and what they have to say is the mother of the 7-year-old Milwaukee boy is found after the abduction arrest. Days later, charges are still pending. Now, the mother, Siobhan Williams, okay, was booked in Milwaukee County, Wisconsin for charges pending. That is the booking number there, 2025-012467. The booking date, which is yesterday. She was booked yesterday, 7/15 of 2025. Let's get into this and let's read what it has to say so you guys can get better clarification. Get out here, Wanda Tisha. All right. 7-year-old Jamal White was kidnapped at Pow Point outside of his Milwaukee home on July 11th, sparking an Amber Alert. Now, he was found safe less than 24 hours later, but the story didn't end there. It says that since his recovery, multiple arrests have been made. Now, 3 men were taken into custody at homes tied to the abduction. The 25-year-old was arrested at the house where Jamal was found and held for a probation violation. Now, meanwhile, the 2 27-year-old men were arrested at the home that Jamal was taken from, one for resisting and obstructing, the other for second-degree reckless endangering safety. Now, the police have confirmed confirmed whether these charges are directly related to the abduction. Jamal's uncle, Jamal White, as I told you guys in Car Chronicles, was also arrested after allegedly firing shots at a car he believed was connected to the kidnapping. It said that he also told police that he was scared for his family. Continuing on, and now days later, Jamal's mother, Siobhan Williams, has been booked in Milwaukee County with charges pending. Now, a frightening abduction, a rescued child, and now 5 adults under arrest, said that this case continues to unfold. All right. So from what I found out, because I dug up some stuff, said that the uncle who was arrested, Jamal White, had 2 felonies already. He was not supposed to have a weapon, a pow, okay, let alone fire one. So he fired it. Said one of the shots went into like a tree, and then the other went into the car, as I just read to you guys. He was not supposed to have a pow, which is why he threw it in the backyard to try to get rid of the evidence when he did. But hello, there's still gunpowder on you, and there's also fingerprints on said weapon. So, and the fact that you threw it in the backyard, I said it before, that was very sus. All right. The mom is being arrested, okay, for her part in this crime. They're saying that she may know more than she is alluding to, and they feel like that the family may have given some false information as related to the young man's abduction, all right? So the feds are investigating this case, and they still believe that their stories are not 100% truth, all right? They do believe that this is some type of street interaction between the 2 men that abducted him, that was something to do with some exchange of money and maybe drugs that were due back to the 2 men that barged into their home or into their yard to abduct their child. They knew about it, and they did not want to report that because of what it meant. Okay, it could have meant that they would be arrested as well. So they did not fully cooperate with the police when they took a report down about Jamal's whereabouts. Now, that says that this kind of reminds me of this situation. It kind of feels like they were playing with the police and with the justice system in terms of them calling the police, doing this Amber Alert when they probably already knew where this child was. I feel like the people that stole Jamal was doing it for ransom reasons until some money was given to them, and then they released him and told him, hey, this is where he is, go get him. All right, thank you for the money, go get your child. This kind of reminds me of what's the case with Carly Russell. You guys remember when the police was very much so involved? They had helicopters and all this other stuff. It was all alerted that Carly was an abducted child. Whole time she had her little whole ass over there in the hotel at the Motel 6 or the Red Roof Inn with her legs up in the air and her damn head behind the headboard with a little boyfriend. Okay, and this is why the police and society do not take cases for our people that's serious, because it be some bullshit sometimes. Not for everybody. Not for everybody, not for all Black people. Some of us really do have issues where the police do need to step in and do what they do. But in situations like this, if you knew something and if you were involved in some illegal shit that you shouldn't have been involved in, that then got your son involved and had him snatched up and traumatized probably for the rest of his fucking life, where he's going to need some type of therapeutic or therapy rather, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Then you wonder why they don't give as much heart and look for our people as much as they do a Caucasian girl if she go missing. You wonder why? Because of shit like Carly Russell, and in cases like this. Why the fuck is the mama in jail for her son being abducted if she didn't know about what happened? Let's continue because there's more pictures here. All right, as you guys can see, that's the authorities where they stopped by Jamal White and them house child to take down a police report. Okay, you guys can see they said that my son is found. All right, that's the mother. This is the mother of Jamal White, the little boy that was abducted. That's him, and that's his mother. She has since been arrested. So y'all might as well, I mean, like, the gig is up. They might as well go ahead and tell the police what happened and why. If it was drug related, just say that. Okay, if it was drug related, just say that, because the more you lie about it, the more you're going to be still sitting in jail, and then you're going to have charges against you. I would think that the little boy, he's only 7, he will need his mother and father home. But if you guys are involved in some street shit or some El Chapo bullshit, y'all need to say that. All right, that is him. Of course, as I told you guys, he was found after a 48-hour search. All right. So it is definitely clear that this was some street work type shit going on. All right. But the uncle, as I said, he did have 2 felonies and was not supposed to have a pow. And the boy was found unharmed. Of course, I don't think they were going to ever harm him. They just wanted to hold him until they got what they were asking for. And you know, the way y'all, as I told you guys, go look at the video. I think it's on where did I say the video was? Hold on. Anywho. The video is on. What did I tell y'all this morning? I want to say it's on Hollywood Unlocked, I think. Let me look right quick. I don't want to tell you wrong. If you guys want to go and look at your leisure, it's on. Let me show. Hollywood Unlocked. Yeah, Hollywood Unlocked. Go over on Hollywood Unlocked. I don't want to play it on here because it does have a trigger warning, okay? Sensitive content is on there. So you guys can look and see how the father ran away from the son when the alleged powman jumped out of the car. So go over on Hollywood Unlocked and you'll be able to see that. All right. Very, very clear video. So whoever's doorbell cam footage that was, baby, y'all really did it. All right. Y'all really did it. All right. So let's continue. This is our last topic, because y'all know midday pop-ins are not very long. We just jump in and pour this tea on you, honey, and let y'all just let you do what you must. All right, add your lemon and whatever you need to add to it, honey, and enjoy. Let's get into the next topic. This is the last one. Wife of slain cop sues suspect's family, says that they shouldn't be raising money after he allegedly unalived her husband over son's police powwowing. They have now raised $100,000. I know that's the first thing people go and do, child, when they get into a little stink, honey. They go and get that damn GoFundMe up there so that they can have their legal fees and all that shit paid for if they run into a situation. Okay. Sometimes it's not always the good people that do it. Sometimes good people do need to GoFundMe so that they can get to the next chapter in their lives. All right. So a woman of a retired Ohio sheriff's deputy is not here for the family of the man accused of unaliving her husband unaliving her husband, collecting coins online, and now she's suing them rather for doing so. Now, Rodney Hinton Jr., who is 38 years old, is locked up in Clermont County, facing unaliving charges for allegedly running over retired Deputy Larry Henderson, who is 57 years old, while he was directing traffic at the University of Cincinnati's graduation on May 2nd. Now, the day before, Rodney's son, Ryan Hinton, was fatally pow-powed by a Cincinnati police officer. And according to Rodney's lawyer, seeing the body cam footage of his son's unaliving sent him into a psychotic break. So he thought about his son being unalived by police officers, and he took matters into his own hands to unalive an officer himself. Okay, which now has landed him in some trouble, and a GoFundMe has been raised for him. Now, it said that, but when Rodney's family started crowdfunding online for legal fees and support, reportedly raising over $100,000, that's when things got messy. Now, Deputy Henderson's widow filed a lawsuit on July 14th, that was on a couple days ago, claiming Rodney's family was profiting off of her husband's unaliving and using his public notoriety to get donations. It said that she has called it malicious civil conspiracy and wants all of the money handed over to her. So she's like, yeah, y'all raised this money for him, but hand all that money that y'all damn raised, a whole $100,000 over to me, plus more and damages. So she is suing them for that and asking for any money that they have raised in this GoFundMe to be turned over to her. She bold. Now, it says that while Ohio has a, Son of Sam law that stops criminals from cashing in off things like movie or book deals, it doesn't cover crowdfunding, something this case could possibly challenge. So now they're going to challenge it because it's her. Oh, okay. Now, police unions and officials pressured platforms like GoFundMe and GiveSendGo to take the pages down. Y'all hear that? And most were removed. Now, they said that still the family insisted funds were meant to help cover legal bills, not for profit. All right, because he is facing a lot of charges. And he will need a good attorney in this situation. Now, this says, meanwhile, Hinton's legal team is sticking to their claim that he was mentally unstable after watching the footage of his son's pow-powing and didn't intentionally target Deputy Henderson. But the explanation isn't flying with the grieving widow, who says that his actions were deliberate, intentional, and malicious. Okay. Neighborhood Talk, thanks for this fair use commentary and or information on this case. What do you guys think about this? Do you think that the widow of the slain officer has the right to profit from and or take the funds of $100,000 from the family who has raised it by way of GoFundMe for the legal defense of their son, who his son was slain by a police officer? You guys can put it into the chat what you think about that. I won't say yay or nay on that. I'm going to keep my opinions to myself on that, but you guys can put what you think on that. All right. Let me make sure I did not leave out anything. Y'all, this is so new for me. I do not like notes because it slows me way down, but y'all know we're trying to adhere to the rules and regulations of YouTube because I don't want to leave anything out. But that is our show for our midday pop-in, and I will see you guys on the next one, okay? So I said, hell no. All right. I know that's right. Put it in what y'all think. And y'all can definitely put in there how you feel. I will never, ever, ever go in the comments and cuss you out unless it's something that's disrespectful. All right. I would have to not cuss you out, but, kind of reprimand a little bit. And say, hey, please don't say it that way, or, kind of word it differently. Okay. Let's just be respectful in the comments in terms of how you respond. But hey, this is a free platform that you guys can come over and definitely talk about what you want, how you want, as long as it's respectful. I don't mind. This is the one place that I want to hear how you think. Okay. So go ahead and put those comments in the chat, and I will definitely be checking those out and responding to those as I get a chance. Okay. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. I see you guys here. I see you saying Said no, especially since they're raising money for. Right. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go back and look at these because y'all got some good ones. So let's go ahead and do our thank yous to my mods, of course. KVR, Bell Wilson, Tyra, Scorpion Miss, True TV Podcast, Rose Armstead, and Sweet Essence. Thank you guys for doing such an awesome job. Okay. Thank you to the my content creators that stop by here and support this channel as well. Schoolboy, thank you so much. Purple Unicorn, Simple Mom Family TV, Sunny Days. It's another one that always be here. What's the child name, Lord? Astute Queen B, thank you so much, love, for being here, because I know she said, Camry, I'm always in your bushes if I'm not in the chat. So thank you, Astute Queen B, for supporting this channel. And you guys check out all of these content creators as well, okay, for supporting this channel. I appreciate you guys, and I try as much as I can to support you guys too, because I don't want you guys always popping in over here supporting me and then I don't support you. So I try to pop in as much as I can when I can, okay? It's so many people that I be trying to support, but love you guys down. You guys enjoy your hump day, honey. Don't be doing too much humping. Don't work too hard, honey. Don't let the white folk work you too hard. Get your check quarterly, and you guys come on back for our next video later on. All right. I will see you guys with more news that I know you guys can use. Please don't forget to tap on that like button, support the channel, and also tell a friend to come on over to the Camry Rail Show and subscribe. All right. Until next time. Bye.